Hi everyone, it's Anne here from annshappystampers.co.uk and welcome to another tutorial. Now today I've got this gorgeous little box which I'm actually quite pleased with. I have had it in my mind for a while and I got round to doing it, but it did take quite a while, a lot of mistakes and wasted card just to get the measurements right. But I think I've virtually cracked it. I am going to alter this measurement just because I wasn't happy with this little bit, so hopefully we'll rectify that when we make it. So really pretty, and the little ribbon just comes off and it just basically flops open like that. That's why I've called it a box within a box. And then this lifts up, and inside it has a little Yankee candle. Now I did mean to glue that bit in and I totally forgot, so that would be glued in like that, and I just think it's really sweet. So your candle just sits in there, this just sits over the top, and then it closes back up like so. Okay, so that is what we're going to make today. Now first off, I just want to show you this. Oh, this paper is absolutely beautiful. It's called Bundle of Love, and I just want to quickly show you that every single sheet is foiled, and then the reverse is the same pattern but no foil, and the colours are Pool Party and very vanilla, and what colour is that? Blush and Bride. As you can see, every sheet is foiled. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. I think it's got to be my favourite paper in the whole catalogue. It has to be. It's just absolutely stunning. So we're going to be using this one and with the Pool Party on the back. So I just wanted to quickly show you that because it's gorgeous. Okay, so this one we're making in thick very vanilla, and the paper I've just showed you. So we've got a few little bits to do here, so I think I'll just go through the measurements as we get there. Right, first off we need, this is to hold our candle in. Oh, if I can pick this paper up. Right, we've got a small piece of thick very vanilla which measures 5 3/8 by 3 inches, and we're going to score this first. So pop it in on the long side, and you want to score it at 2 inches, 2.5, 4.5 and 5. Turn it to the short side and you want to score it at 1/2 inch and 2.5. Okay, so you end up with what will be just a tiny little box. Now we're going to cut a circle out here for our little candle. Now I'm using the layering circles, and this one is, I believe it's one and 3/4. So I'm going to cut mine. I don't have a punch that size, so I'm just using the framelit. So I'm just going to quickly run it through here. Okay, so just pop it in so it's relatively central if you can, and then we're just going to run this through. I had to get myself some new plates, they were just horrendous, the other ones, so nice shiny new plates. Right, now obviously you'll have that, and then you've got a little circle for future use or whatever. So get this out of the way. Right, so let's just fold and burnish all our little score lines. Okay, so our little box is just going to fold like that, and the sides are going to get glued in. So cut away this tiny little rectangle here. The same for the one on the top. Just remove that. Okay. Then just cut up this score line here. Just take a tiny little piece out of each side. Do the same here. And then turn it round and do exactly the same. Okay, so there's your little box ready, and I'm just going to use Tombow, and what we want to do first is put a little bit of Tombow down here, and we're just going to stick that to there, and it should line up when you close it. Daisy. Every time I film a video she always starts growling. Right, so the two little flaps here, I'm just going to put a little bit of Tombow on them and just stick that to there. And then a bit of Tombow on here, stick that to there. Just hold it down for a little bit. Just going to get the bow and fold it in to make sure that the little tabs have stuck. And then we're just going to do the same with this side, so just fold the two little tabs in. That will go up there, and some Tombow along here. And just stick that to there. And then you've got a sweet little box for your little candle. Just make sure it's stuck. Right, so there's our little box. I've got another little candle, and that just sits in there. Okay, so that's that bit done. Now we're going to move on to this bit here, which is our little cover box. Now this time I'm going to make it in this beautiful paper, so we need to score this, and I'm going to use the trimmer because I need to work in a 1/16 of an inch, unfortunately, but that was the only way I could get this box to work. So what you want to do is pop it in on the long side, and we're going to score it at 2, let me get this right, 2 1/16. Okay, so 1/16 is just those tiny little lines. So 2 1/16 on the long side. So I'm going to score it there. Then I'm going to move along to 4 2/16. So 1, 2. Score it there. Then I'm going to move to 6 3/16. So 6, 1, 2, 3. Score, and then I'm going to go to 8 4/16. So 8, and then count 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to score. Okay, then I'm going to put it in on the short side, and this is really simple. I'm going to score it at 3 inches. Alright, and that is what you should have there. You see on that side. So that's that bit done. And this is dead easy. The small section is going to be the top where it closes over. So we'll fold and burnish this. Okay, so the small section, we just want to cut down all 3 score lines. Playing tricks with my eyes, this. And then this small little rectangle here, just remove that because we don't need it. That's it, dead easy. Okay, so we're going to stick it together, so we need a little bit of glue down here. Decides it wants to come out. And it will just fold over and it should match. So just stick that down, and then it is just a case of folding the sides, and then that's going to be your little piece that goes over. So just going to pop a little bit of glue on there. A little bit on here, and then a little bit on here. And then take your little piece there, and that just slides over the top there quite nicely. It actually holds it quite well. So that is those bits done. Now we're going to move on to the actual drop down part of the box. Now you need a piece of thick Very Vanilla, which measures 10 3/8 by 4 1/4. Again, we're going to use the trimmer because we're using 1/16 again. In some of it, not all of it. Mixed measurements, I'm afraid. Right, so on the long side, you want to score this at 1 1/8, okay? So not 1/16, but 1/8. So 1 1/8, and score. Okay, Then you're going to score at 4 3/16. So 4 and then count 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, score. And then 6 3/16. So 6, 1, 2, 3. And then 9 4/16. So 9 and 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Score that again. And that is what you should have. Now turn it to the short side, and basically you just want to score it at 1 1/8 on either side. So 1 1/8. Turn it round and do the same, 1 1/8. And that is what you should have, okay? And your little candle box will just sit in the middle like that, and this is the bit that will lift up. So we're just going to fold and burnish this box here. Alright, and then you've got 2 small rectangles in the middle of the card. We're just going to remove them because we don't need them. Okay, so just cut them both away. And then you should have that now. Okay, now these pieces here, these 4 rectangles, we need to cut them on an angle to give us that angle shape. Okay, right, sorry about that everyone. I'd realised, I knew that paper measurement wasn't right, and I realised I've given you the wrong measurement for this, so I've had to cut a piece again and do it again. So ignore the measurements for this piece that I gave you before, they're wrong. Okay, this big piece here needs to measure 10 by 9/16, so 10 and 9/16 by 4 3/8. Okay, and the other bits that's different is a couple of the score lines. So you still score at 1 1/8, 4 3/16, but then you score at 6 5/16, and then 9 7/16. Okay, and the short side, it's still the same, 1 1/8 on both sides. And the DSP, I was right, it is 2 by 3, okay? So not 1 7/8, it's 2 inches by 3 inches, and you need 4 of them, all right? So I'll write them down in the description of the video for this piece, and they'll be on the blog as well. Now, what you need to do is take a pencil and a ruler, and on these 4 rectangles, you need to draw a line from this corner to here. Do the same there, and then just repeat it there, okay? And then these 4 squares that we have, we're just gonna cut up the sides just like that for now. Turn it round, do the same. Okay, and then I'm going to take my big scissors. You can use your trimmer if you would prefer, and I'm just going to follow along the pencil line that I drew. Okay. There we go, and with a bit of luck it should be right now. And then what's going to happen is it's going to fold up and it's going to go like that, so we're going to need to trim these little pieces here. So let me just see, yeah, I'm just going to trim just a kind of a piece off like that, and then just test it. And that's okay to me, so that's what I'm going to do. And then just test that they're okay. Same with this one, we need to trim these. Yeah, and that's it. So what we need to do is pop some glue onto these little tabs here, or whatever you want to use. Okay, so just fold them over. Just hold them down for a little bit until it sticks. And then the same on these two here. Make sure they're stuck. Okay, so that is what you should have now. Okay, and then we are going to glue our little candle holder piece in. Just make sure I'm getting it as even as I can, because there should be a very small little border. Just press that down, and then the little candle just sits in there, that lifts up, and then our little piece that we made earlier just slides on, and there we go. How gorgeous is that? So what I did was I've already cut out a pool party scallop square. Then I cut a next size down with the DSP. Then I cut the next size down in a normal square from Very Vanilla. And I'm going to stamp on this one, and I've got this stamp set which is You Deserve This, and I'm just going to use Hello Love, and I'm going to stamp it with Pool Party. So just make sure that's inked up properly. And then I'm just going to stamp this on the square. It should just fit on. Like that. And then I am going to glue these on here. So glue this onto the larger square. And then glue this one on here. And then I had my square on there, but you only need to put dimensionals on the left, down the left hand side. So obviously on the right hand side when you turn it over. So I'm just going to put 3 down the side. Like that. Okay, and then close the box back up and just position this in the middle as much as I can, really. Like so. There we go. How gorgeous is that? I love that paper. So what else I did was I put some ribbon. I tied mine with ribbon. And I've got some of this Pool Party shimmer ribbon, which is gorgeous. So I'm going to tie it with this just to make sure it stays closed, and it's really pretty as well. So I'm going to cut some of this off. It's gorgeous, this ribbon. Position that so it's level all the way around. And then I'm going to leave the tails quite long, I think. Absolutely gorgeous. And then I've got some of these glitter enamel dots, and the really light blue ones, well, they've got just a kind of touch of blue in these, and I'm just going to pop one there. And there we go. I think it is absolutely beautiful, and I'm quite pleased with this as well. So I hope you like it. And there is the pink one that I made before. So you can make them in any colours you like, and all the sizes will be on my blog, the correct sizes, because remember, the only bit that was wrong was this bit that closes. There was just a couple of wrong measurements I'd give you. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll be back again on Wednesday with another tutorial. So until then, thanks for watching, and bye for now.